Hi everyone, it's Evan here at Yin Flow. Thank you so much for joining me today for your practice. Today's sequence will be more of a yin style focused flow where we'll be cultivating inner peace. So we will be holding the poses for about 2 to 3 minutes. Feel free to grab any blocks, small pillows, or even a bolster to help you feel more comfortable in the poses, although they are not required. Thank you so much to my returning subscribers. I'm so happy you're here with me today, as well as my new subscribers. Please be sure to subscribe to the Ease into Flow channel, as well as click the notification bell so you do not miss out on any future uploads. And with that, let's begin an easy pose.
We'll begin in easy pose where we will cross our legs, whichever way works best for you. And for easy pose or sukhasana, let your arms rest by your side and your gaze is facing neutral. You can also close your eyes too, if that works best. And we'll hold here. And while you're holding here, take awareness of your breaths. If it speeds up, try to slow it down just a bit, but keep in mind the pace to help distract anything that's within your mind. Begin to call back awareness to your arms and your legs. And what we'll do is, as we take our legs out of the easy pose stance, we'll begin to swing our right leg over our left, and our left foot now is underneath our right thigh, and we'll begin to look backwards and use our arm to help position us for seated twist. And as we continue to stretch our torso, let's see if we can get deeper and hold here. Alright, so we'll begin to release this on the right side, and now do this on the left, which now the left leg should be on top and crossed over the right leg now. And as we look past, gazing over our shoulders, over on the left, and begin to hold. We'll begin to release seated twist, And we will begin to place both legs in front of us. And what we'll do is we'll take the right leg and will be nestled in our left. And we'll begin to surrender forward for a head to knee pose variation. You can grab your foot or your ankle, or even just let your hands just fall to the ground. And we'll hold here. Begin to release, and we will switch out opposite legs, where your left leg is now nestled in your right thigh, and we'll reach high up as we can and fall to our knees for head to knee pose. Hands can be on the ground, can also grab the bottom of your foot or even your ankle. And hold here. Begin to rise and shake out your legs. We will then begin to move to a straddle position for wide angle seated forward fold. Our feet are flexed. However wide you can straddle, that's perfectly fine. Here, legs should be remaining straight. And you can hold here with your elbows facing the earth. You can also place your forearms, or you can also take the fullest expression by laying forward on your stomach. And also, if you have like a block or any other type of prop, you can place it underneath your head for resting here to just let yourself surrender. All right, and we'll hold here. Perfectly okay if for part of the time you're holding for as deep as you can, and then for the last half you can kind of ease up a bit. So staying mindful of where we are at with our bodies. begin to awaken from wide angle seated forward fold. And still sitting on our mats, we'll then begin to transition into our pigeon pose for one-legged pigeon. And so we'll take our right leg, like we're creating the number 4, and we are keeping our knee up and our leg in like a 45-degree angle. And then our left leg behind us lies flat, even our foot. And you can keep a block or a prop underneath your right hip to help keep you propped up. And then you can begin to fall here to the earth. A block also in front of you as well to prop your head up works too. And we will begin to hold and see if with each exhale you can fall just a little bit deeper. Okay, we'll begin to release. And transition over to the left side. So now your left leg is making the number 4 and your right leg is facing the earth, grounded now. And if you had your props, you can still utilize your props on this side to help support you underneath your hip, your forearms, or your head. We'll hold here. We'll slowly begin to release. And we will meet back in seated pose for our butterfly, where we will meet our feet to touch. Depending on where your knees land, it's going to be different. The closer your feet are to you, the more your knees will fall to the ground. The closer your feet are to you, knees will be like raised. Everyone will have like different levels. You can also press down, but we're not trying to create that type of movement for this practice today. Or you can have them widen out just a little bit further if that is more comfortable for you, almost like you're kind of creating a bow or like a rhombus here. And you can also begin to surrender your head to your pillow here, or you can bring your hands over your feet and just lie here and surrender. And it's okay if it takes you some time to figure out which variation works the best for you. You have the next 2 minutes to get comfortable and find your breath here. All right, we'll begin to release from butterfly pose and shift any props out the way. And we will make the transition to our backs here, lying flat on the mat. Going to lift one leg up, and you can grab the back of your thigh, the back of your calf, or your foot, depending on your level of flexibility here. And we'll just hold to give ourselves that stretch, and make sure as you're lifting, both shoulders lie flat on the mat. You don't want to be lifting up your shoulders, and we're not trying to do anything with abs. We're just trying to stretch ourselves out here, and then we'll hold. And slowly begin to release without slingshotting. And then we'll do the same on the left side. Lift up that left leg. You can grab the back of your thigh, the calf, or your toes here, but keeping both shoulders flat on the mat. And it's okay if your sides are different, if you are grabbing different parts of your leg. If the flexibility isn't the same on both sides, that's normal. And then we'll hold. And slowly begin to release. Begin to drop our legs and hands and arms and thighs into our final resting pose. Make sure to unfurl your brows and release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaws and your neck and your shoulders. And we'll begin to lie here for Shavasana. Begin to awaken our fingers and toes and our ankles, as well as our legs, our thighs, our arms, our shoulders, as we begin to lie on our favorite side. Just would like for you to recall back to the intention of this class of finding inner peace. And we'll begin to press up into seated and lift our arms above us and meet our hands at prayer center. The highest good in me honors the highest good in you. Namaste. I hope you feel a bit of inner peace and even some tranquility. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and also subscribe to the Ease Into Flow channel. Thank you so much for your time today. Yogis, go in peace.